Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for the movie The Legend of Ochi, which came out in 2025 and has William Dafoe in it. This was on like one of the movie channels I recorded. I was like, oh, that's a cute little thing. Let's see what's going on with this thing. I did not like this movie. I don't think it's completely bad. I understand what it's attempting to do, but I don't fault any of the actors. I mean, William Dafoe is the kind of best bit of it because they just let him go fucking unhinged on shit. But it's full of pretty much like retcons and weird shit that's kind of like plot twisty. I'm just, the plot demands this motherfucker. It's like, why? Alright, fine, whatever. So, we pretty much start off with, let's see here. Learning about this kind of remote village on like an island in the Black Sea, and about these like primate kind of creatures, the Ochi. They've had issues with them for like generations, and trying to figure out what's kind of going on with them. Even seeing them in like medieval armor, which we see William Dafoe actually get into at one point. It's like, it's just a strange kind of turn of events of, alright, fine, what's going on here? Let's see. We also start off with Maxim leading a hunting party, mostly of young boys, but also his daughter Yuri, and reserved, like, adopted son Petro. Petro played by Finn Wolfhard. And if this is your first thing of seeing Finn Wolfhard, I wouldn't blame you for being like, what the fuck's kind of going on? Can this dude do anything? Where he actually... he's given content in enough direction in, like, Ghostbusters and Stranger Things of, oh, alright. Cool, I'd like to see what he's in, what he can do. Because I was introduced to him with Stranger Things, seeing him in Ghostbusters, I'm like, okay, this should be good. And most of the younger actors in this movie are just like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And kind of waiting, because this is the directorial debut of the director as well, and you can pretty much tell because it's scattershot everywhere. And like, oh, we get this giant action scene where they're going after the Ochi. It's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of dark. I mean, yes, it's at night, but it's like, whoa, fire, they're shooting at them. We see that a small one is left behind. We then see that Maxim is like reminiscing about their wife, Yuri's mother, and Yuri has a lot of soft-spoken lines where they don't really even get picked up by the sound equipment very well. So they're like, what the fuck are you saying? She's like, fine, I'll go check the traps. Of course, she checks the traps, sees the Ochi, and decides to help it out. Brings it home, kind of treats its wounds. Petro pretty much is fucking around with the rest of the guys, but comes in to kind of look after what's going on for her, and she stops him, but she's trying to get the Ochi back to its family and all that. And she calls him out and says that like he's only nice when other people aren't looking, and oh, that would be a nice hit if we had seen anything to that kind of effect, because the little bit we get is that he was pretty much helping her out during the whole raid on the Ochi as they're in the forest, and Maxim's like, it was a victory, but not really. As he then tries to go after Yuri, saying the complete crazed line. He's dressed up in his gardens and strap in, ass bags. Like, okay, William Dafoe there. And she's just kind of trucking along. She takes the Ochi into kind of like a grocery store, and they get set upon by a dude that just pulls a gun out of fucking nowhere. Alright. The Ochi accidentally bites her, and she's like going kind of crazy doodah, crazy day. Thinks that she's now able to understand the Ochi and speak to it in its language. But we see this like weird woman that has like a prosthetic hand and does some weird shit with sheep. And that's the mother. It's like, alright, it has to be, because I don't know why we're focused on her otherwise. The Ochi's pretty much just, like, strapped itself into, like, a tree or whatnot. The mother finds her in this kind of trap thing and is able to figure, like, she somehow has been like researching the Ochi. Is either like a prawn expert or what. Finds that like these bats have also been like taken on by the Ochi, but they've got like an immunity to this like venom that they've got. So she injects that into her. She's at first going, "Don't do it, don't do it. I won't be able to speak to it. You can speak to it. I fucking taught you the language and shit." It's like, what? What the fuck? Then why wasn't she doing it before? All right, pretty much goes into how they kind of communicate and how they talk, and talking about like emotions. Pedro is able to find them and radios in for Maxim, and we get him and the mother kind of in their tiff. Him being like, "I love you," and then calling her bullshit, and then her life, that his life's turned to shit. She's going, "You should have cut my fucking arm off," kind of shit. I found a cure for that shit, and Yuri's already gone at this point and is trying to call out to the young Ochi. Does find him or her, and then goes on the trek to pretty much find where they're located at, because the mother knew and has been tracking them or whatnot. So they go off. We see that Maxim gets the rest of his boys together. They've learned the same thing as well, and they link up there. Maxim pretty much bullshitting to try and get Yuri to come back with him, and he's like, she's like, "Fuck you," and he just takes off the armor and swims after her. Gets his leg caught in a thing, and the Ochi's like, "Hey, be okay, bro," and they're able to get him out. He's like, "Oh, okay," as they're kind of going further in. However, the boys have gone a little bit nutsy doodah, except for Pedro, who's on his own somehow and kind of links up with her mother. And we get them to the end where the Ochi are pretty much on fire, but Pedro is able to stop them. The mother uses her kind of flute thing. Maxim lifts up Yuri, who's singing to the Ochi, and gives them, and they kind of end there as they're kind of singing towards each other. It's like, all right. Let's see. It was just overall a very strange one that kind of goes in weird kind of different directions. The cinematography is very nice. There's lots of beautiful shots in the movie, but I don't think it's trying to ruminate on like tiffs between fathers and daughters, fathers and sons, what's kind of going on, because most of them, because Maxim was berating them for not being able to kill any Ochi, and blaming the Ochi for taking his wife away, even though she was mainly researching them and got evidently fucked up, and he had to cut her arm off. It's like, I don't trust you anymore because you cut my arm off, motherfucker. And that the village kind of just lets this crazed ass fucker do shit with these kids. It doesn't teach them shit. They're just going around with guns shooting at animals. What the fuck? Oh, they're dangerous. They're like chupacabra and shit like that. Alright. And there's also... It's almost like this director watched Guardians of the Galaxy with how music kind of goes in and inserted all the music that he liked. However, at strange parts that kind of clashed with what was kind of going on. Of just... Alright, here's some random Ukrainian music. Okay. Now, if I was more well-versed with the Ukrainian music, that might have changed up and linked up what was kind of going on, but it's just executed in such a way that yeah, if you're kind of on the fence on what's going on with these characters and you're just in it for the cute thing, you might work out for it. It's like 100-some minutes. I wouldn't recommend it because it felt like kind of a waste of time. I do not blame the actors for this whatsoever. I mean, Dafoe can go crazy, he's all balls out and fucking do what he needs to do for whatever he wants to have his kind of fun. And the mother is competent enough to be like, this is fucking weird. Where I think that them as more experienced actors have dealt with weird ass motherfucking directors, maybe even writers and content stuff kind of going on, and just knew how to roll with it. The younger ones, I don't blame them. This is probably their first exposure to, I'm going to do all these different kind of shots, do all these different kind of things, and don't know what I'm actually attempting to completely say here. There's too many plates spinning, they're not handled well enough, and the execution is just like, what are you attempting to say here? I get maybe about communication, living in harmony with like the natural world and whatnot, but I don't know what your central thesis is. It's more like, oh, we've got this random kind of folklore that I kind of want to explore and just fucking kind of go ham balls wild with it. Okay, that wasn't a really fun time for me, but good for you. It wasn't like completely and utterly technically bad. It wasn't that the plot was completely and utterly incoherent, so that's why I'm not completely thumbs downing the thing. But I cannot really recommend it because there are just better movies that deal with the subject matters going on and probably done in ways that would be more enjoyable to people. But if you had fun with this and liked it, I don't fault you for that. This just really was a whiff for me where I'm like, alright. So, those are my opinions on the movie. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.